2, 1, go.
Okay, happy Friday to every single one of you guys in here. I appreciate you partaking in this wonderful show. Me and Take a Seat. My name is Big Country. We got two amazing guests on here, and then of course you see, this lovely admin right here, and there's the other lovely admin in the comment right there, which is Class. If you guys know any men, make sure you hit up right away in this Brookie. But we have two amazing men, and so we're gonna ask you a question. So, what you think about this topic?
Interesting, because
Uh huh.
I'm sure we've all heard this phrase, and I really want women in here, especially, and men too, but I feel like women hear it more. I feel like, but I am a woman, I am biased, so we will hear from men, but I'm very interested. So it's a different topic to what we usually would. I had to turn it into more of a topic, but Amber was with her friends when she won it, and she was talking to them. Amber's in the comments, and she said she wants it to be about the like it. Why do men say it's not you, it's me? But so I've turned it into understanding relationship breakup phrases, the meaning behind it's not you, it's me, and more. So like why like just communication and breakups, and why do they say that, and why why aren't people just straight with it, sort of things like that. So very interesting. And I know I'm speaking from a woman, okay? I'm just getting ready for through another lens, through a different lens.
Easy.
The sister show where women can say what they want. And I'm going to be biased and just say we hear this more, and women would rather hear it straight. But we're going to ask these questions. I had fun a little bit with these questions. So we're going to find out. I want men to be actually honest. You men in the comments and in the box, say how you really feel. Say
Oh yeah,
why
you're gonna
you
get it
do
from
that.
me.
No
Y'all might not
judgment.
like
So
it.
the women can't hate on them for doing that. There's no judgment, but we
I'm gonna be
can
really
speak your
honest.
mind in the comments too, respectfully, okay? So if you're a woman in here, press 1. If you're a man in here, press 2, because I think there's more women. But yes, we have two amazing guests. Big Bama. My accent is not going to say it right. And Junie, we can read his name.
Yes.
So I listen. First of all, me and Bama, we homegrown down yonder, man. So what I'm saying, we straight out of them backwoods. You know what I mean? Like what I'm saying, down the road tide. Okay,
That's
road
right.
tide down there. And I met this young man. I was just came into
On
somebody's street and
storms.
spoke.
On storm stream, yeah.
Yeah, and what I'm saying, we just collaborated from now. You like the way I was speaking, man, and what I'm saying, and it listen, the stream was one way. Okay, and I ain't gonna tell you what way it was, but when I went in there, we flipped it and turned to a whole intellectual conversation,
Hmm.
talking about God, man. You know how I am. You know what I'm saying? But
Oh
I
yeah.
appreciate both of you guys being here. Thank you, guys. Brookie is gonna hit you with the first question. Okay, and when I let Brookie out the box, Bama will put you at the top box. And every time I do a question, it always starts with you,
All right.
then Junior.
Uh-huh. If
And
anyone
then if I
can
want to jump in, I add myself in there. But when I'm done with the next question, it always starts with you. Listen,
Mhm.
there's no wrong answer to this. It's your opinion, what you experience, what you feel, because as two different perspectives, two different men in the group, two different places, right? So we was all raised different. We all saw things different. So the fact that you guys get up here to be vulnerable and let you know how you feeling your feelings, I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? So you guys ready?
Yeah,
Hey,
I'm
put a
ready.
one in the comment if you guys ready.
I'm always ready.
Oh, this gonna be a good one. Woo! Y'all might unfade me after this.
All right. And everyone make sure you favorite these three very handsome men. They dressed up. It's good to see a man that knows how to dress up. Um so we're going to just favorite them and support them. Men need support too. All right. Okay. What does the phrase "it's not you, it's me" mean to you when you hear it during a breakup? Okay.
It's to
What does
lessen
the
the. It's to
phrase
lessen
"it's
the.
not you"?
Oh,
We're
he's
gonna
supposed to go
start. We're gonna
first.
start with
Yeah,
Bama, and
yeah,
then
yeah.
we're gonna start with Bama, and then we're gonna go to you. So Bama, what's that? What does that mean to you? That phrase is not me, it's you.
So for me, it's more about maybe I need to fix something in myself, whether it's my soul or something that I've done, my feelings. I need to fix myself before I can give that person the person that they need for me to be. For me to be the person that they want me to be, I got to fix stuff inside my own self, whether it's mentally, emotionally, physically. I need to be right with myself first and then give myself to that person.
Okay. Okay. All right. What about you, John?
It's a soft breakup. It's to lessen the blow for the other person. That's really it. I want to keep it
Okay.
simple because I don't want to be cursing.
Oh no, and you don't have to keep it simple. Just say it. As long as you listen, if you slip up, it's only a 1K gift if you slip up in the box. It's all good. You just keep getting
Yeah,
back
yeah,
on.
yeah,
What?
yeah. But that's what I'm going with. I'm going with it's a soft blow to the other person, so they won't. I mean, it's gonna keep them guessing, but I'd rather just give them that right there, so they could, you don't. They don't want you to keep because it'll be a snowball effect from when you tell them one thing and then they're gonna try to work it out. Like, nah, I just wanna. That's it. I keep it
Um.
simple. Keep it simple.
So for me, with I'm gonna be honest. So I think a lot of time women push men into a relationship they don't want to be in right now. And when you say it's not you, it's me. When they want something so badly, or they want to rush into something, or they feel like we feel like they rush into something, and it says not you, it's me. It's not always the mean. It's not always the man's issue, right? But when you forcing me, and it's like a magnet on each side. When I feel like I'm forced, I tend to push back. When they want something so badly, or they want to get into something so quickly, and I say it's not you, it's me. You know what I mean? Like for me, like it's not you. I'm not ready, or you know what I mean, or I might have trauma that I'm still dealing with. You know what I mean? But it just goes into that, you know what I'm saying, into that fact. And it's not you, it's me, because I'm gonna tell you, it takes a lot to open a man up. Okay? You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like it takes a lot. And but when women want so much in a short period of time and we don't open up, cause we don't open up right away. And we'll say, now why you don't want to be with me? It's not you, it's me. And it's the fact that I don't want to talk about my trauma, or I ain't ready, or you know what I mean, or just things that I'm dealing with. So I always, that's what, that was really no excuse, but I don't want to carry that load on someone, you know what I'm saying? But it's just how it is. When you men hurt, women hurt different than men, and we
Yeah,
take
yeah, yeah.
things differently. You know what I mean? But yeah, welcome to Men. Take a seat, y'all. My name is Big Country. We got Big Bam in the building. We got June, and man, I appreciate you guys being here. Thankful here for the episode, y'all. The episode today we're talking about relationships. You know what I'm saying? And it's always good to talk about relationships because we all gonna have to go through it, right? We're gonna go with the second question. In your experience, why do you think people use vague language instead of being straightforward during a breakup?
For me, it's more like they don't want to hurt that person's feelings. They want to tell them the real truth behind the reason they want to break up. Whether it's like you said, past traumas that the man's dealing with, or if it's something that that woman done. I'm not gonna tell you that I just think you're crazy. Like I want to be able to just kind of gently let you off because you're gonna want to fix that one issue and you're gonna think, oh well, it's okay. Well, it's not okay. There's always another issue. So I just vaguely let you go off on your own, and I kind of stick to what I need to take care of, whether it's go and find something else or fixing what I need to fix.
Okay.
All right. So for me, right, because this might be coming up as traumas, but nowadays females be having that they have that what is it, what's the word I'm looking for, like they want to be equal as men, so they always have the entitlement that they could do what men can do. So some dudes don't like that, and that's what I'm going for with that. So some guys don't like that. I don't like that either. I like a woman to be a woman. Don't try to be like a man. So
Okay.
that's
Okay. Okay. Um, for me, like, I just think it's going back to you, Bam. I think it's gonna hurt anyway. Breakups always hurt, right? So, I think you can communicate with your partner, but the comprehension has to work as well. You gotta be cohesive with each other. Like it has to go. You know what I mean? Like I communicate because I've been in a relationship and I communicated so many times, but I didn't act on what she was wanting me to get done. So I didn't take an initiative to do my part, but I heard it, right? Like I'm like, we got over it, we talked about it, but I'm still doing the same thing. Vice versa. If a woman, you know what I'm saying, a man tell you about what he's going through and they continue to do it, you know, no matter how many times you talk about it, but if you ain't comprehending, man, and you tell them like we already been there, there's nothing to talk about. You know what I mean? Versus being straightforward, getting around, it's the same. I just think that it's not working. Why? You already know. You know what I mean? Like we've been over this over and over again. But yeah, that's my answer on my take on it, man. We're gonna go with the third question. What are the reasons you think that some men lead women on instead of being honest about their feelings?
insecurities. My bad. Sorry.
Oh no, go ahead. I got this.
I think it's like some men just can't be honest. Period. They just there's things in their life that they just can't be honest about. And again, you know, they some men don't know what they want and they're rushed into things, and so they just say whatever they can come up with, whether it's a vague, hey, it's not you, it's me, or, you know, I'm just not ready right now. It's just something to get out of it because they don't want to be in
Mm. What about you though, John?
I mean, they could be leading women, but like halfway, some people don't know how to keep the consistency going. So they like, oh man, I want to drop out of this relationship because she's not how she used to be in the beginning. I always say consistency and being persistent on that. That's what keeps a relationship together. If you don't got that, you ain't got no relationship there. You're bound to
Um,
fucking. Oh my bad, right there. You're bound to break up.
oh, that's okay. It's 1K when you're done. But look, so listen. Here is I have a problem with because it's my experience, right? Um, sometimes that men don't lead women, women lead men because a woman has something every man wants, right? But when a man shows the interest, you know, when a woman has these things, man, it's not. I have a big issue with this type of question right here because we fall for it every single time. That's why when you see men fighting over men, they're competitive, right? They always putting each other down based off a woman. And I've used the app. They fighting on first place and fighting this and fighting that and talking about this and talking about that. Not saying the men don't, but it's the women. You know what I mean? And I stand on that. Not all women like that. And don't. I'm just going off my experience. So but I'm just going off what I know and I've been there. You know what I mean? I truly been there. And at the same time, you get sucked up on it. You know what I mean? And then men get in their feelings and they get mad. Now we hate the other man. You know what I mean? And it just sometimes it's man. I mean, look on the app. You know what I mean? Just look on the app yourself, y'all. It speaks for itself. Not saying everybody like that, but it's a big number. It's a big number than women lead men. You know what I mean? And we go through with it. It happens, you know what I'm saying? We don't know, but it happens though. So I just the yeah, it's crazy how it works because um I think this is crazy. But I usually get these the baby, like it's just wow, just the words that come out their mouth, man, it's crazy. But look, welcome to Men Take a Seat, man. I appreciate you guys being here. I have Big Bama here and Junior here, man. My name is Big Country. I'm your host. I have this every Friday, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm looking forward to have more people on here, y'all. If you know any men that want to be on this show, it's a beautiful show. It's men that can open up. So today we're talking about relationships. Okay, we're gonna do this right here. So, and also, yes, whoever the number one gift of the show would name the next week's topic. Also, make sure y'all hit the top 3 gifts of the show, especially Amber. She's our number one. She won last week, y'all. So this topic is brought to you by Amber. Brought to you by Amber. Okay. All right. Here's the next question, y'all. It said, what emotions or fear do you think might drive someone to say, it's not you, it's me? I'm gonna repeat the questions again. You put it in there. Well, it said questions in the comments, by the way, y'all, if y'all want to look at it. But it says, what emotions or fear do you think it might drive someone to say, it's not you, it's me, baby. It ain't you.
The fact that they actually don't love that person. I mean, a lot of times people think, oh, I'm just here for relations or here for personal reasons. I'm not here to fall in love with you, or that she changes, or there's things that come in between, because you can be in a relationship and you can and be fine, but the moment you move into the house together, my quirks may not work with your quirks and vice versa. And so those things may not be able to live day to day, every day together. She may have do something in the middle of the night that you just absolutely can't stand. And so your easy way out is, oh, it's not you, it's me.
Jen, what you think?
All these questions always need a context. So for somebody my age, and if I'm talking to a chick outside, yeah, I'm gonna tell them. And if I'm moving, like if I'm moving some to another state, I'm gonna have to tell them that right there, because I don't want to tell them what's happening. Or maybe I'll be like, look, I'm moving. It's not you, it's me. I'm moving anyways. So you're gonna have to break it off easy, because they're gonna try to keep you into the state, and then you won't grow like you want to. Like imagine you going to go to school or something, and they want to have a long distance relationship, and you don't want to do that because you want to stick straight to school and stuff. So it's always context to it.
So let's skip the school. Let's skip not moving part. Let's stick that same question, but you're not moving. You're in the same state. You ain't moving. You ain't going nowhere. How would you answer that question?
They don't like them. They're not growing together, so that's why they don't want to. They want to nip it at the butt, whatever you want to call it. Like just that. That's how I'm gonna say it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Can y'all hit me with the next question, y'all? Thank you for guys being here. Welcome to Men Take a Seat. If you guys new here, make sure y'all hit me with their favorite. I'm here every single Friday, 7:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The next question is, have you ever used the phrase yourself? If so, what was your reason at that time?
I don't think I've ever used that for me personally. I mean, I'd rather tell you the truth, and whether it hurts or it don't hurt, I'd rather tell you what my reasons are for. I mean, there's no reason for me to lie to you or lead you on or let you know, hey, this is what's not working. I mean, if I want to fix it, we're going to talk about it and fix it. If I don't want to fix it, I'm just going to say, hey, look, this ain't working for me. We're out.
Okay. Okay. John, what you got for that?
No, I'm blunt when I say stuff to people. I'm very blunt with people, so I wouldn't give them the runaround. So I'm like blunt, and I want to have closure with the person, because if I was with them for 5 years, I don't want to be mean. So I'm just gonna tell them what it was.
So
I mean, take them out to dinner or something, and then tell them at dinner or something. Be reasonable about it.
So I think it's okay being blunt, man. I want to say this to anybody, man. If you're a blunt person, you know what I'm saying, it's a way you speak and the way you approach it. Because that changes everything. Like if you're a cold-hearted, blunt person, you know what I mean? That's just gonna mess a person up, leave them empty, you know what I mean? It's just the way you approach it and your deliverance, how you deliver the situation, man. Because you know what I mean? Like, but I'd rather say straightforward than blunt. Blunt don't sound good to me. Like when I'm very forward, or I'm just like, I'm very straightforward person. I'm a blunt. I'm blunt when we break up. Like, hey, you know what? I don't want you no more. You too short. Okay? You don't clean up the dick. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to be like, or just.
But I want to be honest. That's how I say honesty is blunt. I like to be honest.
Okay. Yeah. I appreciate it, man. Thank you guys for being here. Listen, just let you guys know the #1 gift of the show will name the next week's topic. I'm looking forward for the next week's topic. I don't name the next week's topic. The people do. So I appreciate you. What's going on, everybody? My name is Big Country. If you guys are interested in being on the show, please hit these admins up in the comments. They will definitely help you guys out to get you on the show. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys here. So let's go with the next question, y'all. Have you ever, wait, it says, how do you feel when someone use vague phrases instead of clear communication? I start that one off. For me, I use analogies all the time. I can pick up what you're putting down. I guess it doesn't, you know what I mean? But like the punchline has to hit. Like you go around like the punchline, like just let, or what we doing? Are we gonna try to work it out or not? Versus like trying to go around it. Are we gonna try to make this work or we not? There's, you know what I mean? Versus communication wise, just the comprehension part. So that is my answer. It doesn't, you know, it is what it is. But Bama, that question refers to you right there, man. It says setup. Where's that question at? How do you feel when someone use vulgar phrases instead of clear communication?
I mean, if something's wrong and we're breaking up, just tell me. Don't be vague about it. Don't try to give me some bull crap, sweet and innocent and sugar coated. Tell me how it is and let me go on about my business.
I don't necessarily, it's not saying a breakup. It's just how do you feel when someone uses that?
Either way, I'm still one of the people that I want you to tell me straightforward. Don't give me some vague answers about whether we are again or whether we whatever, or you don't want to, we're trying to get together and you rather move on to something different, not date me or whatever that face is. Don't sugarcoat it. Don't try to, not hurt me. Let me know, hey, I'm not interested in you, or hey, this is my issue, or this is my problem. Let me know right up front what it is. Let me deal with it and let me have it. Don't sugarcoat it.
Okay. You agree with that, Junior? Or you have something you want to talk about?
No, I agree with that. The same way
Amen.
I'm approaching you, I want you to approach me the same way.
Let's go.
The same exact.
Okay. #7 says, have you ever regretted how you ended a relationship and what would you do differently?
I don't think I've ever regretted any relationship. I mean, coming from someone that has ended a relationship, I was married to a woman for 14 years, and I ended it. I was the one that said, "Hey, I'm done." And for that, I couldn't watch her hear me say the words, so I sent her an email. That was how I asked for my divorce, was through an email. I mean, and that was just because I didn't want to sit there and watch her, and then she wanted to fix it, and I kept telling her, I love you, but I'm not in love with you. And then when we went to therapy, my therapist happened to be the guy that married us. He's like, do you love her or do you just care about her? And I was like, well, I'm sitting there telling you I love you, but I really don't. I just care about you. I want to see you hurt. I want to see you move on and do bigger and better things, but I'm not the one for you.
So when did you realize that? Like, how did you, after 14 years is a long time, bro.
Yeah, it was it was great in the beginning. And then the longer it went on, the last couple of years, it felt like I was more like a roommate than an actual.
So that's the reason why you fell out of love with her, because the thing that she's supposed to provide, not for us emotionally, right. From that point, she wasn't giving it to you.
Yeah, I mean, she would, so to speak, gripe or the things that I was doing wrong that she was pointing out. She's doing the same things that I'm doing, even when I tried to fix those things. Like she would say I was on my phone too much while we were trying to watch TV together in the evening times. So I put my phone down. We're sitting there watching the show, and I say, "Did you see that?" And I look over, and she's in her phone. I'm like, I'm trying to do the things you asked me to do, and you doing the same things. So at this point, we weren't even sleeping in the same room together. So I went ahead and said, I can't do this no more.
Okay. All right, Junior, what you got there about that answer? I mean, that question.
Me, Let me see. Hold on. Let me
It
look at
says,
it again. I
have
was
you
reading the comments. My bad. No,
have you ever
no, I
regretted
never
how?
regretted one.
Yeah.
I'm a Pisces, so like if I don't know if somebody don't like me, I'm gonna cut it off real fast. The same because I will like a girl real fast, but I would if she don't show the same energy, I'm gonna like I don't like her the same way. Like I'm not gonna like her at all. I'm not
So
gonna give
you
her no time, no nothing.
so your cutoff game is sharp.
Yeah, like yo, I'm not playing no games. I'm not playing no games.
Look, this cutoff, pew, done.
Yeah, like
Out the
it's I'm
snipe,
not
man.
gonna
Out
be
the
sitting
snipe.
here crying.
You say he used the
Telling
razor
you.
blade, cut that one quick.
Yeah,
Man,
like
sharp.
yo,
Hey, yeah,
it's the
welcome to
same.
me.
Yo, if you don't have the same consistency that I have, it's over. Like I don't want to talk to you. Like come on, get out of here.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you guys being here. Welcome to me and take a seat, man. I have myself, Big Country. We got Big Bam, we got Johnny in here, y'all. So make sure you guys hit these gentlemen with the favorite. Right now, Amber's our #1 gifter for the show so far. 820. That will be the last call. 819 will be the last call for #1 gifter. Whoever named #1 gifter will just expose them on the flyer, and then they'll come up with a topic. All right. So we're talking about relationships, man. Breakups, you know what I mean? And it's not you, it's me type of answers, okay? So we got to move to the next question, y'all. Question number 9, no, 8. Question number 8. Have you ever felt pressure to stay in a relationship longer than you wanted? Whoa! Do we got a mic drop a bell? Hey, one of them things, somebody one of them things real quick. I'm sorry. What contributed to that feeling? What you got to say about that, Bell? I wish I
So
had a bill.
for me, it's going back to my ex-wife. I stayed in it because I wanted to make it work. Her and my sister were best friends. Like there was a lot of family ties, and for me, after being in a relationship for 14 years, it's hard to be by yourself and start over. And I started second guessing my own emotionals, my own feelings, my own mentality. I started second guess, am I good enough? Is it me? Is it my fault that we grew apart, that this changed? And so I kind of stayed in it to see if it would get better and change myself to fit what she wanted, and it still didn't make a difference.
Good answer. You know what you think?
No, never. I'm never feeling obligated, pressured. None of that. If I feel like that, I'm not trying to be in that relationship. No.
I knew what
I'm
your
good.
answer was. I'm
I'm good
leaving
with
you.
that.
I ain't staying here.
I'm out.
Yeah, like I'm out of here. I'm trying to be comfortable at my own home. Like that's what is comfortability. Like if you don't have that, why you still there?
And I feel like a lot of, I wouldn't say more of a, you don't look at it as pressure, but I look at it like you in a relationship because you feel like you can change that person. So I don't know if it brings up the pressure. Me really want to hold on, and I know I can change. A lot of pressure on me. The only pressure I feel like I need, like you meet someone with a certain amount of standard, a certain a way of living, and then you feel pressure that you got to satisfy them, or you got to, what I'm saying, make sure, need meat versus, doing it together as a whole. But other than that, um, I been in a relationship that I felt like I was on pins and needles, man. I ain't gonna lie. And nothing I did was always wrong. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm one like, but I feel like I had to stay in there because I loved it so much. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, that's where the pressure come in. Because I felt like, man, I couldn't say nothing. Especially when you live with a woman, it's more pressure. She could easily kick you out. Listen, women will kick you out. You don't get men kick women out, but women, oh, they'll kick you out. I don't care what time it is.
Hmm.
Nah.
Well, that's like
That's a fact.
a relationship with children too. I mean, a lot of men feel pressure to stay because of their kids.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
So
yeah.
they'll stay around and try to make it work or whatever, or they'll do whatever on the side to
That's a
make
fact.
themselves feel better because they're trying to stay together for the kids because they don't want the kids to have a broken home.
I don't think it's more of the men. I think it's the women. Like, I love him, but I'm only with him for the kids. No. Absent relationship is better than a toxic one. You
Right.
damage the kid. Like, you damage it anyway. sticking
Yeah,
around.
I mean,
Just
I
leave.
come from a background where my parents were split, and they split when I was quite young. But I realized that both my parents were alphas. So my mom was an alpha female. My dad was. They cannot get along in the same household. When it come to raising me as a kid, they got along and they made it work. But for them to be, and they tell each other, they even all the way up till they both passed away, they loved each other unconditionally, but they could never work in a relationship.
So here's the thing. I don't think women can be alphas.
Yeah, that's I looked that up. I looked that up the other day.
I don't think women can be
I
But
alphas.
think
they can try to
But I get,
control the
mom is
house
probably the
because
only
that they
one that
fixed
I
that.
could
They're the
say that.
house.
but women that's independent, okay,
Yeah.
truly independent, on their own, like they set in their ways, that's one thing. When it comes to alpha, because in the Bible, God said, I'm the Alpha and Omega. That was a male. Jesus, Alpha and Omega. You know what I'm saying? I'm the beginning and the end. So, and in the Bible also it says, man is the head, not the tail. Man is to lead. Women is a helpmate. So, like when it comes to alpha, but it is hard, man. Like when you put a woman in the position of a helpmate role, it's hard to change that. You know what I'm saying? Because you got some independent women that want to, they set in their ways. Like they just, I don't need
That's
no
what I was saying
man.
in the
I
beginning.
can bad by myself. We know that.
I
You
got one
know,
of them now.
yeah, Bella, you don't need that. He said, brings
That's what I
this.
was saying in the beginning. That's why you're gonna come and tell them that, it's not you, it's me. I'm
Yeah,
trying to
yeah, yeah.
break that
But
off.
that's a good
Right.
question, though. Welcome to Men Take a Seat, y'all. Appreciate you guys being here. Myself, Big Country, and then we got Big Bama. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Christian, he said Christian is the head, not the tail. Talk your talk, then, Michelle. I don't mean to get out of character, but talk your talk. Talk your talk. But it did say man, though. Fire. Fire. I like that, though. That's fire. Let's get back to it. That was fire, you know what I'm saying? But listen, y'all, we're going to question number 10. Remind you, the number one gift of the show will name the next week's topic. We're on 9, my bad, 9. It said, in your opinion, what are the potential consequences of not being straightforward?
During the breakup.
The consequences.
I don't think there really is a consequence of being
I'm not
straightforward
even
to
worried
me.
about that, you heard?
Man, listen, Jordan gonna cut you off. Okay, look, he gonna leave you at the bus stop.
There's not really a consequence unless you consider her trying to fix it
Not
and
being.
stay around as a
Not
consequence.
being straightforward during the breakup, not being straightforward.
Right.
What's the consequence? I might go to jail. I might be on lockdown.
Some of these women crazy now. They'll do some crazy things when you don't
They'll
tell
say
them.
that you was the domestic abuse and you in jail and shit. My bad, that's another one.
I love this show. So the answer to that, man, I don't know how to answer that one, man, because I don't look at it as consequences. I mean, I will say, like, this is crazy. You got to feel pressure not to be straightforward, not being straightforward.
That's exactly it.
You said, might have no problem. Straight.
If I got the problems when I'm straightforward, you ain't gonna want my vague answers either.
He said, you may not prolong the only problem. Look, hey, look, it's a good, let's go, man. Look, can we just go to 10? Let's go to 10. Let's go to 10. Let's slide up to 10 real quick. Let's just jump on to the next train. So, he said, you are going to help her be better. You supposed to help the woman be
I'm
better.
I'm always gonna uplift that person.
Yeah.
And want them to do better than where I was, but I ain't always got to be there to hold their hand for it.
Yep, what he said. All right, number 10, y'all. How important do you think it is for someone to provide closure?
I mean, what is your definition of closure? I mean, the
Clarity.
relationship's over. I mean, how much
Yeah.
more closure do you want me to get?
Okay, I think it's very important. Let me tell you why. Because you don't want, even though if you break up, you don't want to hate each other. You know what I mean? Like I see people, let's use this out. You know what I mean? The
Don't want
people
to
that
burn
are cool,
bridges.
they cool,
You
and
don't
then
want to
next thing you
burn
know, they
bridges.
spit all your business. They want to make you look bad. You know what I'm saying? They leave you like I'm gonna tell you, let me open up to y'all real quick. Okay. I haven't seen my daughter Heaven in over a year and a half, and there's no closure. Right? I don't even know what I've done. Because her mom fed her all this stuff. I don't even literally, God know I'm not lying. I don't even know what happened. You see what I'm saying? Based off her mom, how she feel has nothing to do with my daughter. But I haven't spoken to my daughter over a year and a half. I pray for her every single day. You know what I mean? So it's very, very important. So I know, you know what I'm saying, like what's going on, because I'm always gonna have that, right? Me and her mom separated, you know what I'm saying? And then because, you know, whenever and I lost everything, like her mom, and let me tell you, a kids are sponges, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever mom gonna tell, she do it like, but I ain't got nothing to do with me and my daughter. Like my daughter Heaven was here for the summer, everything. But I don't know what happened. I really don't. One day I get a phone call, said, hey, Dad, just to let you know, I'm getting my last name changed to my stepdad. That's out the blue. You get what I mean? So you don't know, like you don't know. So it's very important to have a closure. Because then I have clarity. I will never have these sitting on my conscience, or I feel like something wrong, or I did something, or you know what I mean? Like it's very, very important when it comes to closure on even on this app, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's very, very important. But I know. You say if you don't want to be pixelated, go through. Yeah. I know, bro, till they fix it. So it's very important to have closure, man, because I seen people that was best friends on here. Next thing you know, they're on streaming TMZ. They just telling each other business.
Even I've noticed it with friends. You know, you
Yeah.
get with somebody, you think you're friends with them, and then all of a sudden they flip the script,
Absolutely.
and all of a sudden they're out here trying to give out everybody's personal information, addresses, and I'm like,
Absolutely.
why? Like this is an app for you to either reach out and support people or reach out and do some positive shit. This is not about the negatives or about tearing somebody down. We're here to pick them up, not tear them down.
Oh no, we're gonna get paid, y'all. I'm gonna you right, Brooke. We here to keep jotting it down, Brooke. Keep typing it down. Listen, Joni, what you got else to say about that?
Oh man, I already got lost.
You got lost in the sauce?
Hold on. I got you. I'm reading it. Oh, is I give that a 10. You
It's a
definitely
high
got to.
important, high
Yeah,
important. It's
very
a high
important.
important.
Very.
Okay, okay. All right, let's
Yeah,
move
that's
to
what I was
11.
saying in the beginning. I was saying that in the beginning. Like you need that closure with the other
Yeah, hey
person. Like
Buttercup, welcome.
you don't want the what ifs coming up all the time. So closure, being blunt with them, that's what goes into it when you're talking to somebody, when you're breaking up. Like
Okay,
that's what I want to know. Is she breaking up with me? I want to know about that too. Same thing, vice versa, all the time.
I'm here to support Bama. Talk your talk now. Well, thank you for being here. It said, do you believe are some of
Mhm.
effective ways to communicate feelings?
Some cliches.
Y'all see it? Y'all see the
Yeah,
comments?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Comfortability without resorting to what?
Cliches,
Cliche.
cliches.
Cliches. No, goes back to being straightforward, man. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Effective way
that's
to
me. Like
communicate.
being straightforward and actually communicating what the actual issue is, not sugarcoating.
I know it is. I know what it is. I know what it is. What I'm saying is like, I just think being straightforward is what it is. I just think, man, communication is so important. Like, you know, let me tell you, I don't mean to bring her up, but I'm gonna use Gopher. Well, let me tell you why I respect about Gopher. Gopher was married. Her ex-husband got married to someone, and they all best friends. Like that's growth, man. That's growth, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's growth,
Like
man.
my ex-wife was best friends with my adopted family like sister,
Yeah,
and when I got divorced, I was like, is my sister, my nephews and nieces and all that, are they gonna turn their back on me? Because the friendship between them were there long before the friendship between me and her started. And they have since shunned my wife basically because she showed her true colors. And my current wife and my child in this relationship are theirs. That's their aunt, that's their sister. Like
Talk your
they
talk, bro.
accept that they accept her like she's family. And I had to worry about, was my family gonna accept a new woman, a woman that comes into a relationship that brought a child into the relationship? Is that child gonna be accepted by my family and friends? But even though it's not mine, but to this day she's mine now. Like there's no issues. Like, you know, that's my daughter, and if you don't like it, then you can go down the street just like everybody else.
What about you? You
Let me see. Let me reread because I just be listening to what he be saying. I don't know. I don't. I wouldn't even know any cliches for breaking up, so I wouldn't even know how to answer that. I
oh
just
my
saying what I
God,
gotta
we just
say.
had to break up. Like you know what I'm saying?
No, I don't. I wouldn't. I wouldn't even know. I'm from New York, so we say crazy stuff over here. We ain't saying no cliches. I'll tell you that much. No,
Welcome to
no.
Me and Take a Seat, man. Myself, Big Country. We got Big Bam in the building. We got Junior in the building, man. And I appreciate you guys being here. If anybody have any spotlights, you've got 20 minutes left. We're looking at the number one gift, which is Amber right now. But if you guys in the spotlights, make us number one, man. We're trying to get this show featured. I ain't gonna say try. This show will be free featured. But it's up to the people, man. So I appreciate you guys being here. We're gonna move along to the next question. What do you wish women understood about men's feelings during a breakup?
A lot. Like, I mean, women think it's all about them. It's all about their emotions and their way of thinking. Like, the man's got trauma too. Women think, oh, well, we're the only ones with trauma. Us men were grown up in different backgrounds, different aspects. Like, we got trauma too, but people think that the man's supposed to be strong and supposed to be the leader, but he's got to fix those traumas and those past issues before he can be that man, that leader of the house. So, I mean, they don't understand that men's got feelings. Yeah, we're supposed to be strong. We're supposed to be the backbone. Men are not supposed to cry, you know. But a woman to see the vulnerability of a man to actually open up and cry in front of her, to me, that you got to understand that what he's opening up to you, and you got to absorb that. You can't just shove him away and be like, you're a baby because you're crying.
Interesting. Fire.
That was a good one. Some of his was what I was gonna say. The whole thing is that they think that we don't have feelings. That's what they think. Unless if the dude been with them for a long time and they seen them cry and stuff, so they'll use that against them.
You use
Oh,
That's
that.
yeah.
why they use. That's why they use that. That's why they'll use that term because they don't want to feel vulnerable again. Telling the female that he's gonna break up with her because she'll use it against him in the argument. So yeah, that's what I'm going with.
Um, I man, it's a good one, man. Um, I wish women just listen, man.
Yeah.
Because when they don't, we don't open up, and then we get to the point we feel like we can't. That's why it take us so long. Like again, I'm gonna tell you, when you're in a relationship, the woman should be the man's piece. Because we don't open up, y'all. We just stay to ourselves.
Yeah,
You know
because
what I
we
mean?
feel like if we open up, we're vulnerable. We're not the head of the house, you know.
Not just that, bro. Like it's a touch subject because we feel like nothing won't get resolved anyway. You know what I mean? Like, and you wonder why men goes off the ledge, or why men they are the way they are because we just hold on so much for so long. Let me tell you something, and ladies and gentlemen, most disrespectful thing that you can do to a man if you take your man's opinion and somebody else overvalidate his. You lost him forever. Hey, something. You lost him forever, man. When a man, when you don't take time out to listen how he feels, and he tell you, and another person validation, I don't care if it's your mother, dad, brother, sister, if that's your man, your husband, he's over everybody.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as they're over there, overvalued what he had to say, oh, it's over. You cheated on him, basically. Like you just did. Like it's hard. Like when we have feeling, we feel like we can't come talk to you or lay our head on your shoulders, on your lap. It's a problem. It's a problem in that situation, man. Like just want somebody to listen, man. Like I'm going through so much right now, right? And there's few people I talk to, but I still hold back. You know what I mean? Because I don't like the, like just becoming a listener versus say what you got to say. You know what I mean? Just listen, man, because it hurts. I just want somebody to just listen, man. I don't mind crying. I cry. Just take time out and just listen. Be that peace. I just want you to be that peace. Just be that peace. That's all I want.
And we don't always want you to fix the problem. We just want you to listen.
Just listen.
Just close your mouth and open your ears and listen.
Yeah, just listen, man. It feels so much better to dump. Listen, when that garbage man come pick your garbage up on Thursdays or Mondays, just imagine, I've done it before. Have you ever had your garbage need to be picked, you forgot to take your garbage out and you missed the garbage man? Now you gotta wait another whole week? And
Not called sanitation.
Oh, well, you good then. You straight. Me, I missed it so many times. Now I gotta wait another whole week. Now my garbage is full. Everybody, my neighbor, garbage looking, they stuff looking. I gotta put stuff on side of the garbage can. It don't look right. I get frustrated because I missed it. Same way when that garbage man finally come, we feel so much better. We dump everything off to somebody else, which I give it to God, man. You know what I'm saying? But that's what
it works over there too, where you live at. Just call sanitation; they'll be there.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, bro. Let's go with the next question, y'all. Brooke, you rushing? Okay, don't rush it, Brooke. EP want to talk. Okay, EP want to get it off. All right. Now the admin know what she doing, y'all. Listen, welcome to Men Take a Seat, man. We got 14 minutes left. You know what I'm saying? And right now we got Amber's number one gift. Whoever be the number one gift for 820. We'll name the next topic for next week. We got Bama and June in the building, talking about relationships and breakup, and it's not me, it's you, and what if, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, but if you have any questions that in the comments, y'all, Brooke is gonna jump up here in a few minutes and be able to read some of these questions off. But let's get to the next question, y'all. Extra question. Woo! We had extra. Daddy. So if we need it, do you believe that men handle breakups differently than women? Yes.
Without a doubt.
Yeah. Because y'all nurturers, man, emotional creatures. Y'all, yeah.
I mean, for me, a man's gonna keep it in, regardless of what the issue is. He gonna bury it. He gonna figure out some way to move on, and not be vulnerable. Goes back to being vulnerable. When that man can open up, and be vulnerable with you, you really got that man's trust. When you break that trust, it's over.
Yeah, I'm gonna cry. Be like my brother, baby. Won't leave me like that, baby. I can't see you with nobody else. Why you leaving me like that? I did so much for you. You know what I'm saying? Like they crying like a mother.
My relationships be mad short, so no, I'm not crying. It's like everything with me has to do with time, and time is of the essence for me. Like I'm not trying to fix nothing. If you already messed it up in the beginning, no, I'm not gonna be with you. Next. I'm telling you, that's how I am. I'm like that, yo. I'm telling you.
But let me ask you this though, bro. Let me tell you something though. At the end of the day, like you can't find love thinking that way, bro. Because let me tell you why. Number one, you got to make a woman feel secure. You got to make her feel love. You have to. Like you have to make her.
I do that in the beginning. I do that very fast. In the beginning.
That is your job from the relationship period on. Like a man's job have to make a woman feel like we want a reinsurance, but you got to make that woman feel wanted. You have to.
That's what I do.
You know what I'm saying?
Already. Like, if you're in there for a year or more, like a year minimum, yeah, they know that because why are you wasting your time if they're not feeling nurtured?
But
That's what they
what
do.
I'm saying is some people trauma is different. Some longer than others, but at the same time, as you
But
play
she
your
said
part.
consistency. If there's no consistency in it, no. I said that in the beginning. You got to be persistent and consistent. If you're not that, I'm not with you. That's it. I'm next. Bye. I'm
Okay,
not gonna waste time. That's wasting time. That's why I don't got no kids.
okay,
I'm next
okay,
with the next chick.
oh,
Uh, yeah, but
okay.
that's how I am.
What's up, B Rad? Welcome to Man Take a Seat, y'all. What's up, Riff? We got Bellman June in the building, y'all, and myself, Big Country. If you guys want to be on the show, please hit these two admins up, which is Class and Brookie. You know what I'm saying? So, Brookie, if there's any questions, you guys want to ask any questions, y'all, give it to Brookie, however you guys want to do it, and we'll just give it to her, let her answer the questions. And then anybody, if you in here, you know what I'm saying? Please be stated, and she gonna call your name out.
Oh, hang on.
We hold it. We hang.
We're here. All right. Amber said, "Why would a man not comprehend what a woman is saying? Um, so to speak." I guess that was from the previous questions that we were asking.
More to say they should though, Amber. Like a man should comprehend versus communication. Like I'm gonna tell you how some men think. If a man do something wrong, you have a little talk. I'm gonna be honest, okay? Look, I'm gonna be honest. So it may you feel like sex will fix the issue. But y'all have sex, y'all get on good terms. Only thing you did, if I can just put that in terminology, you just swept the dust on the rug, but the dust is still there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's your verses like you don't comprehend it. You gotta don't do it again over and over again because that's the communication part. Comprehending means you would stop.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You would stop with the issue or whatever the case may be. So you would actually work on what the problem is versus that. But that's my answer. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's the reason they wouldn't comprehend it because you're not being direct about it. You're sugarcoating it, trying to beat around the bush because you're afraid of somebody's feelings getting hurt. If you want me to fix something and you want me to make it work, you got to communicate. Communication's key to
It's the
everything.
comprehending part. That's what she's saying. Like they may communicate it, but we're not comprehending. Like we're not fixing the issue, or we
Hmm.
not try to point ourselves to work on that issue. But it's another thing too. When it comes to that comprehending, I feel like a lot of people hold on to stuff and they use it when it's usable for them. You get what I'm saying? Like when it's convenient. Because you don't hold on to stuff for 2 or 3 months and all of a sudden you bring an issue to your woman and she say, you did that, but I didn't say nothing. You know what? I didn't say nothing because I didn't think it was a big deal. Yes, you did, because you brought it up again. Because I brought the issue to you, you want your validation that I done it. But if you would have told me months ago, we wouldn't even be here because we'll both know what to work on. You feel what I'm saying? So I just think, what I'm saying, if you got something to talk about, get it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't hold it to
I agree.
your convenience. What you got the next question?
There's one more. Sarah with like 2 red roses in her name. Said, "How do you cope with the feelings of rejection in the moment, if you get broken up with?"
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know how to answer that question because everybody copes differently.
Yeah, it
But the
depends on
thing
the
is,
situation where it's at.
how do you
I go
handle it?
cook, baby. I get in that kitchen.
I think as a woman, I'm gonna speak. It's interesting because women are very emotional and they can cry. They cry very easily to a lot of us, not all. And I feel like they express their emotions more openly at the beginning, and it takes a man a little while longer to feel that maybe. But how, like, not even, I know maybe like Bama, you're in a relationship now, so like you don't really haven't had that for a while. But even this app, like when you get rejected or when you pursue someone or if someone uses those phrases on you, like how do you guys feel about that? How do you cope with that?
Like I said, for me though, on real talk, like I shut down. I shut down, man. You know what I mean? Because to me, I tend, I'm a Bible. I'm a Bible reader, man. So I just like when I go through something, I cope. I dive in that book looking for these, because all the answers in that book. You know what I mean? Like that's just how I cope. But and not just the coping part, is my response, how I act around other people. You know what I mean? People be mad and they feel it. You could just tell it. Like I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? They be like, don't take it out on me. I didn't do anything. You know, I'm just trying to be there for you. But I seen people just take it out on people, like, and then I'm the type of person, I don't want to be that person that go dump all my issues when you already got issues. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody want to hear that. I don't want to do that, so I just stay to myself.
Like I said from the beginning, when
And
if you're
cook,
trying to
and cook, and
break up
cook.
with a person, right? You want to do it like over something that they like. So if they like cooking, you want to cook for them real fast, and then you want to ask them
He
questions
said
so they
real
could
fast.
get it. Know what I mean, you want to ease into it. So it's at that moment. I'm telling you, this is what you got to do. You got to ease into it. So they, because if you just go in there and be like, it's not you, it's me, and then leave, that's
No, I
crazy.
mean, you blunt though. Can you walk in the door? Look, hey,
No, blunt
we
is being
broken up. I don't
honest.
beat you no more. All right,
Blunt is
cool.
But
being
All right.
honest.
also,
So you're
I
gonna
can
talk to
say,
them. Yeah,
okay,
you're gonna
your
talk to them.
answers
I'm
with
gonna
the
ask them.
question
I'm gonna talk to them. Yeah, I'm
before,
gonna
in
talk to
your
them so they won't
opinion,
be going crying.
but with all your answers earlier, when the question was, in your opinion, what are the potential consequences of not being straightforward during a breakup? There are consequences. If you don't tell that person how you feel, or if you don't break up properly, there are, maybe not on you, but on that other person as well. Like, not that just them going crazy. Like, that's just a silly one, in my opinion, because that's like a physical thing. But I'm meaning more like, what are the consequences? Like, maybe, to me, that person continues doing that in other relationships and they don't know what they're doing. Like, what did they do in your relationship? What, it might not be something, there's those crazy moments, so where
So for
sometimes you're just
me,
like, nah, that's not okay. But there could be other things. You always want to try and better a person in general if they can.
Hmm.
Like, maybe you're not compatible, um and you're not meant to be together, but it's not a bad breakup. But you want to be like, hey, like, this is what you do. But if you don't actually tell them, and then they go on to a relationship that they're meant to do or be in, and they're doing that same thing, and that could hinder them from being better.
I get it. I get it. You want to say
like,
something, Bam?
yeah. So like for me, when I got out of my relationship and I got into the new one or trying to get into the new one, I mean, I pushed her away. She pushed me away. Like we did this whole back and forth thing, but I kept pursuing it, even though it was a vague push away bullcrap. One, because she had trauma from a prior relationship. She didn't want to open up. She didn't want to tear those walls down. She's an independent woman. She's making her own money. She's supporting her child. She's doing her own thing. She didn't need me. I didn't need her. I'm a man. I'm grown. I got a job. I pay my bills. I do what I need to do. But somewhere along the line, God said, "Hey, this is your person. You're gonna be persistent in getting the person that I put forth for you, whether they choose it or not." And then when we both realized, hey, we're both persistent in wanting it, but then pushing each other away and back and forth, we became together, and we've been together over 5 years now, and are great. But we both had to figure out that this was the time that we needed to let the walls down, open up, fix our past traumas, whether it be individually or together, and accept that this was who we were meant to be with. And we even ask ourselves now, like, where were you at 20 years ago when I got in a relationship? Where were you at when I first started dating? I could have just dated you and not had to worry about that. But if I dated you back then, I would be the man or the woman that I am now. I had to go through those traumas and those tribulations to get to where I am and be the person I am for you to be, and it work out.
That sounds like road tide to me. Huh. That sounds like some road tide, you know?
That's right.
What's up, Junior? You got something else to that, man? How you feel about that? You agree?
And I was talking earlier,
He answered
but
first. That's fine.
I still have the say the question again so I could, because every
Oh,
time
That
My
was
boy
that.
Bama, he be saying some good stuff over there.
I
Oh
appreciate
But
no,
you.
you
Country
answered
stuff.
to you already answered Junie the question anyway. It was the thing of the consequence thing. But
Yeah.
I agree, like I totally agree. And
1 minute
as
left,
a
y'all.
woman,
1 minute left.
yes, 1 minute, guys, if you want to start.
Number
Top
one gift of the
question.
show.
Amber wanted again. She's like, yeah, I'm taking that. um she's with all of her friends right now too, so she's been coming up with them. But I would say no, that's really right, but also get to know the person too as a friend. You don't have to make a friend zone them, but get to know them as a person, grow together, communicate together, and build from there. You don't always have to rush into it. You don't have to rush into bed either. Like, you can grow in other ways, and it could be something really, really nice. Also,
And that's kind of for what I did. Like when I met my wife, I lived in Alabama. She was in California. We met on social media. I was really opened up and started being a friend because of some drama and some issues going on with her baby daddy. And I'm the kind of person, being from the South, you don't mess with elderly women, children, or any kind of woman. Period. We
Period.
gonna protect them regardless, because children can't protect themselves, the elderly can't protect themselves, and women ain't always
Oh, my mama
where
shoot
they
you.
need to be to protect
she
themselves.
really,
My mama
So
play.
so
Boy,
we gonna protect women, children, and elderly at all costs.
you talk, bro.
So
Talk you
I
talk.
jumped in and protected a woman that had a child in that situation, and that became a friendship, and we let that friendship just kind of go on and grow. And then after months of being friends, then we opened the conversation about a relationship, and then we did the push back and forth, back and forth, and then we finally decided, hey, you know what, maybe our friendship is worth something more. And we had the discussion that, hey, if this doesn't work out, I want to save this so we can still be friends at the end. But
That's what's up. Let me
obviously,
close this out, man. Thank you guys for being here, man. We just got this thing going. So thank you guys for being here, Bama
Yes, sir.
and Junior. I appreciate you guys so much, man, for being here. It takes a lot to get up on this panel,
Likewise.
man. And
appreciate you having me, brother.
I appreciate you guys so much, man. And again, like, you guys got a feel of the show. If you know anybody who you think that will fit well, you know what I mean, that'll do the show, because it's hard to have men open up, though. You know what I mean? So I appreciate you guys being
it wasn't
here.
that scary, was it?
But my thing is,
My whole
I'm
thing
gonna
was
start.
cursing. That's my whole thing.
Oh, look, it taught you something, though, King.
You only
tell
did
you,
it
I can
twice,
get
and
better.
Bama did it once. So
So, but I do want to start saying this. So, Bam, before we close this out, hearing this, what is your takeaway from hearing all our answers?
I mean, for
And
me,
what you learned
it's communication. Like whether it's good, bad, indifferent.
from the show, what did you take away from the show? Hearing my answers, Junior, what have you learned, or your takeaways for being on this show?
I mean, I learned that I'm not the only one that goes through some of these same issues. Hearing
Amen.
his answers, your answers are fairly close to what my answers are, and knowing that I'm not the only one in this situation. I'm not the only one that hides my feelings until I'm comfortable and vulnerable enough to give it to that person. There's other men out there that do the same thing, but we don't always see it because men hide it behind the wall, bury it down deep inside, and they don't show it, and so we don't talk about it because as men, we're supposed to be strong. We're supposed to be the backbone. We don't talk about stuff like that.
All right. So the second thing is, do you have anything going on for us? Auctions, battles? Do you stream? Let the people know what days you stream and what time. And if you have battles or auctions, let them know as well where they can catch you at.
Lately, I haven't been streaming too well because I've been working and stuff. So, but I'm gonna start streaming more often. I usually stream in the evening times. I am trying to do this new show on Saturday nights.
Okay.
It's old school music, where it's different genres of music, but it's all old school stuff. Whether it's R&B, rap, rock, hip hop, pop, all of it. So we kind of sit back and chill. And of course, there are song requests. You got a song come in, tell
Okay.
me, we'll play it, and we'll get just come in and vibe and chill out.
Okay, make sure y'all hit them with that favorite right now. Y'all make sure you hit them with these amazing men with a favorite. So, Junior, do you have? My question is, what have you learned on your takeaways from myself and Bama here as a men as a whole coming together? What was your takeaway today, and what have you learned?
I don't. To be honest, let me see. I'm
Honest.
trying. All right, so you guys have longer relationships than me.
How long?
Me,
What's your
it's
longest
like
relationship?
it's like I will have to. It's like going to groups. You're gonna have to go to more sessions to listen to more things to learn to get stuff from people.
Okay.
We just did like 13 questions. I need
Mhm.
more to so I could learn more. So it could be instilled in my brain and stuff. Cause me, I'm just gonna be doing the same thing that I always do.
Okay, so I can go to a session one time and take some away from it. You know what I mean? Like it may not comprehend them
I'm
well.
hard headed.
You know what I mean? But
I'm hard
what's your
headed.
longest relationship?
Like a year and a half.
Yeah, that's long enough to learn something though.
Yeah,
It
because
ain't. It
I'm
ain't. It
telling
ain't.
you, like it's like I have ADHD, so I'm like gonna be my mind is always gonna be everywhere. So like I'm thinking about not cursing. I'm over here looking at the questions, trying to remember the questions. I'm looking at the camera. It's like too much going in my mind and stuff. Nah,
Oh
I'm
yeah,
not.
you know what? You ain't got to think about you ain't got to worry about the cursing, King. That should be
And
not.
the thing is, it's hard for me to talk. I like to write. I like to like if I could, I will type it because in my mind is too much going in my mind. But I like to type because I have a problem with like talking like to people. But I like to type it instead. So that's what
Okay,
I do.
that's
Yeah, that's why
overcome.
I was like, I don't know what I ain't. Sometimes I forget words because one I had an accident where I fell downstairs, so sometimes I forget words and stuff. So that's
Same.
why, and then I get it's not like stage fright. It's like I don't even want to talk. Like, and then I'll stop talking, and then I'm confused, and then so I'd rather type it. Like typing is better.
Well,
You
I
did
think you
amazing, though.
all did really well. I wouldn't have
You did really well,
even
though, man.
known.
You did
I
really
think
well.
you did
I
really, really
appreciate you.
well, all three of you, but all
Thank you.
Yeah.
different.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man. But listen, at the end of the day, it's always to take something away from a positive man. Like, you know what
Hmm.
I mean? Like, and listen, God didn't place us on this earth to be alone. God placed us on earth to love a woman correctly. You know what I mean? That is our job.
Yeah.
Because without a woman, bro, without a woman, we wouldn't know how to love correctly. You know what I'm saying? Without a woman, you know how to love correctly. We'll be stuck in our masculine ways, man. Women to soften you up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? A little buttercup, you know what I mean? But at the same
Right.
time, a woman teach. Listen, my ex taught me so much, bro. Even if we're not together, but I learned so much, you know what I'm saying? But then at the same time, now, having somebody that's new in your life, you know what you took and what you learned. Like, man, it's God placed someone for somebody if you choose to, though. Like, it's like free will. Your missing rib is out there, but he's not gonna force you to go find it. You gotta pursue it, not chase it. You know what I mean? And pursuing is take patience. And, in the Bible, it said love is kind, love is patient. Love do not boast. You feel me? Like you got to, you know what I'm saying? That's the type of love you want to be stuck in. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, don't go nowhere, Michelle. You did really well, bro. I thank you guys so much
Thank you.
being here, man. And I want to put other people in the box. But if you guys have nothing else to say, you guys more than welcome to leave, man. Brookie, you always made you look gorgeous. You know what I'm saying? The people in the comment, gorgeous. Michelle, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate you guys, man.
And remember to tune in next Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, because we're going to have another great topic. And thank you, Amber, for being top gifter of the show. He is the other admin. So please click on our names and add us on
Hello.
IG.
Don't go
If you
nowhere,
have
Michelle.
anyone in mind, please, please, please.
Relevant questions. Don't worry about it. We'll let you in. But fellas, guys, Bam, you can stick around if you want to. Junior, you can stick around, man. But the show is not over. Again, I thank you guys. Oh, one more thing, y'all. One more thing for me. I do have a few announcements, okay? So I want you guys, since y'all here. I have a cruise. I am postponing my charity event because